Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today we have the wonderful opportunity to check out PilotPlus's new Bristol Airport. This airport is absolutely beautiful, guys, and I can't wait for you to find out why, so stay tuned. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkills tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, please consider joining me on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future updates and future guides that will be coming down the road. Link to Patreon can be found in the description below. Alright guys, so we saw it from a bird's eye view, and now we are going to see the airport from the pilot's perspective. I always like to show what you're actually going to see from the cockpit. A lot of people always ask me, well, you know, it seems like it would have made more sense to show this from a drone perspective and blah blah. Like, and I get that for the initial state, I guess, or the initial showing, but my thing is, when you're actually flying your simulator, are you going to be in the drone or are you going to be in the cockpit? You know, so that's why I always show things from the cockpit. Is that's where you're going to be. That's the viewing aspect you're actually going to see. Showing the full life from the drone is cool and everything like that, but the average pilot, you're going to be in the cockpit. And so I like to show you what you're actually going to see through all the window glare and window scratches and things like that, what you're actually going to experience from the cockpit. So let's do we'll do a quick flight around the airport. Again, this is absolutely beautiful. I'm really impressed with the work that they've done here. Let me check my settings here, crack that throttle. Let's make sure our mixture is up to full here. I've had a couple problems lately starting the 172 with the without the G1000 in it. Got our nav lights on, got our beacon lights on, fuel is set, parking brake, let's make sure that's locked in here. And let's see here, mixture set to full rich. I shouldn't need the fuel pump. Let's go ahead and turn it on anyway, just to see if we don't get a better odds are. I'm going to throw my throttle up pretty high on this one. Like I said, I've been having problems getting it started. Yep, see, she never wants to start. But if I do the auto start... Oh, something changed over there. What was that? Oh, you sly devil. What is this? Huh. What the fuel cutoff? I thought that's what our mixture switch was for. Oh. Put our mixture back. Huh. Must be a fuel cutoff. I don't remember ever seeing that down there before. All the times I've flown this aircraft. Remember this, the tank selector. But that's got to be some sort of fuel cutoff. I don't think it's the alternate air source, is it? Anyway, regardless, time for another video, or an issue for another video, I should say. Anyway, let's reset our camera, and let's check out this beautiful, beautiful airport. I'm really impressed with what I've seen. Jim, you are in a terrible spot, boss. Watch your head, buddy. Duck, duck, duck! He didn't duck. That totally knocked him cold. Let's see what we got. I think I saw the windsock. Yeah, facing away from us. Or facing towards us, excuse me, so that's good. The effort that was put into this airport is extraordinary. I really think they did just an amazing job. I'm going to say it a lot, but it's one of those. I'll admit, I'm typically very skeptical when it comes to payware airports because, in my experience, you have a 50-50 shot, you know. So, kudos to PilotPlus for giving us reviewers the chance to show it off first. I think that's a real crucial part of these developments, and I think that's something that should be done either by the developers themselves or, you know, give YouTubers like myself or content creators like myself the chance to display it to the community. Because you know what you're getting, and this is one of those ones where, I mean, I think it's beautiful. I'm blown away by all the hard work that was put into it. You know, I used to always, admittedly, I used to not talk smack, but whenever, you know, these developers would do the interior textures of the buildings, I'd be like, why? Like, we do flight simulation. But then I got to thinking today, as I was creating this video, I was thinking, you know, from the tower view, with if the AI traffic is working, or if you're on a very busy multiplayer traffic, you know, airport, sitting up in the tower or parking yourself in the terminal and watching the aircraft come in and out, that can actually be kind of fun, you know, especially if you're just having like kind of a lazy day and you just kind of wanting to hang out and don't really want to fly, or maybe you've got your plane on the ramp, but you know you don't know what you want to do yet. Did I? Okay, no, that was flaps one. Oops. If only we could feel motion, right? I was talking to my daughter about that a couple weeks ago. She's like, well, you know, you can look out the window and drive. I was like, well, yeah, but you can feel the road. She was talking about you know, why I can't do this without swaying. Every time I ever try to do that, I end up all over the place. All right, so let's get the strobe light on. Come on, turn. Thank you. And let's see here, where's our landing light? Let's flip that landing light on. There we go. As we take the runway here. Very, very beautiful. This runway, I'm excited to try. And the reason being is, as I saw in the video, that it slopes. It's one of the few runways I've seen in the simulator that actually follow the terrain. I had to look this one up online. And I was watching real-world YouTube videos of aircraft coming in, and you can totally see the slope at Bristol. So it's kind of neat. So anyway, let's rock and roll. Let's get this aircraft up in the air. We're doing the 172 today just because she's got the high wing, so we'll be able to see the ground below. Airspeed alive. There's 55 knots coming back on the rotation. Positive rate. You know what I didn't do? Fail. I didn't set the altimeter or the transponder or anything else, but just a review video, right? Let's take a look at this. Look at that. So much detail, just like we saw from the bird's eye view. But there's just so much. A lot of work. All right, passing through 300 feet, flaps up. bring her around here so we can get a nice view. Look at this sunrise. Gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I've said it a million times. What Microsoft Flight Simulator definitely they'll get you with the scenery, man. There she is. Everything from the fence line to the grass, the markings on the runway, the traffic as far as the vehicles, the surrounding area. I never thought that it would make the difference that it does until I started getting high quality scenery. You know, I always thought, you know, well, you're flying, you know, what do you care, right? And it really does make a difference. And this aircraft is beautiful, or airport is beautiful. And you guys see what I'm talking about? So look at all the smudges and stuff on the windows, by the way. This is why I like to show things from the cockpit. You know, so that way you get that full effect of what you're actually witnessing, because all these little details, the glare from the window, the smudges and scratches, they're going to change your perception of what you're seeing down below, and it's either going to make it more realistic or it's going to hurt the effect, you know? And so obviously this isn't hurting it at all. It looks amazing. Absolutely amazing. I love it. I'm so grateful I got the opportunity to check this one out. And as you guys see on my channel, I'm not typically huge into scenery demos, but this one's big, man. This one's gorgeous. I think I've only done a couple. Now I do want to show you guys what she looks like at night, again from our perspective here. Let's turn that down and look at that. Look at that. The lighting is gorgeous from the air. Markings, taxi lights. You can tell that each one of those was put in individually, and it's a huge difference. You don't see any of the weird stuff we see from the default airports. I mean, look at the green lines down there indicating the taxiway. Absolutely beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. The runway lights look amazing. This looks gorgeous from the air. Let's bring her around here. Look at that. Little gem out in the middle of nowhere here. Now the problem is with what I just did, I don't remember how to turn. There they are. Okay. I don't really ever fly at night. But just stunning. PilotPlus, great job. Beautiful airport. Alright, let's bring it back to day. And let's land at this beauty before my nose sinks and plummets into the ground. Alright, pulling that power way off right now. Get some left rudder in here. Let's start cutting this turn. There we go. Flaps 2 here. Mixture back to full rich. And full flaps. As we turn final. You guys know me and my space shuttle approaches. Well, this one wasn't too bad in comparison. Power off. Squeaky. Flaps up. Come on, girl. Gotta love that default nose wheel control, right? Just awesome. And I will also admit, as I've become more aware of scenery, that as you approach terminals and parking ramps and things like that, it does make a difference. When you come down and you're looking for a specific spot, having that realistic location, especially if you're familiar with the airport. I don't think I truly appreciated how important that was until someone made the Tucson map. You know, or there I go saying map again. And so someone made the Tucson airport. When they made the Tucson airport, you know, that I was able to reference. You know, I remembered a lot of landmarks and things like that from there. So anyway, guys, definitely check this one out. Link for the purchase location will be down in the description below. I think you'll really enjoy this map. There we go again, this airport. And again, PilotPlus, fantastic job. As always, guys, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It truly helps me out. If you enjoyed the content, more content will follow as always. And be sure to stay safe and stay healthy. And I will see you in the next one, folks.